Welcome to the Laneverse. In today's vlog, I am we're gonna bring it around town. First off, my audience is creative black women who travel or who aspire to. Some key words: Black Renaissance, creation, matriarchy, symphony. Those are the key words for this episode. So, it is another morning here in Thailand. I change locations every week. I might step out on the balcony, catch some of them ocean sounds before the day starts. But this is way too low. Let's get into where I'm at, journey-wise, project-wise. I have had a lot of inner work to do so that I can get some motion going in my projects. And more than anything, it's like, I want big money. I want that big service business money. But the corporate jargon had me in the chokehold. And as I've gotten deeper into my spirituality, exploring all that is the African, well, not all, but finagling, navigating the world of the African diaspora, cultural-wise, country, spirituality. There's no denying that with capitalism, it's rooted in white patriarchy and colonization. And the way business is done is, the whole professionalism thing is performing being a white man. And as you may have noticed, I am not a white man, and I'm quite sick of the dry, seasonless, devoid of flavor type of business. Like, I hang out on LinkedIn. People be bitching about LinkedIn. It's like, bitch, you don't even know what you're doing, so shut the fuck up. But, like, the flavorlessness of LinkedIn is just the absolute irony of people constantly making think pieces about authenticity and how important it is for a brand and how you got to stand apart when the motherfuckers are copying what everybody else is saying and doing and dressing and living and talking exactly the same and performing authenticity the best way that they can. What the fuck? So my thing has been narrowing down how I'm doing business in a way that actually aligns with me without, like, I feel myself turning on the professional self that I guess I had developed. I don't want to say it's I guess it's kind of a survival mechanism. I have tried to blend in and belong and fit in solely to get my needs met. And of course it's like deeply rooted. I can't even say like that's just a human thing. That's just from upbringing of where my individuality and my agency was not nourished or supported, and it still kind of isn't. There's still these expectations as far as like looks and boxes that I'm supposed to be checking off. And it's kind of the same thing with business, and it's turned me off. It's made it difficult for me to communicate what exactly I'm doing and what I want to do to make them buku dollars, because it's not me. And it's also just like, yeah, of course I want big corporation money to fund my own endeavors and to support my own people. But at what cost? And I'm self-employed. So the only cost is me building this within a system that hates me and hates people like me. Even more so when like we get into what like again, me narrowing down my target audience of creative black women who travel is mirroring me. I am a creative black woman who travels. Um, Thus, I would naturally prefer to be around my own demographic, and I got solutions for my own demographic because everyone, there's just so much opposition to being a creative, to being black, to being a woman, to being a traveler that it's goofy as all hell. And I want to, like, I'm just a living inspiration. I don't really care about being in the world. Motherfuckers are gonna perceive me and interpret whatever the fuck. So it just lines up whatever lines up with you. But long and short is, though my target audience for my service business isn't just creative black women, I still bring the aura and the presence of that, especially as I present myself as a strategic matriarch. I am like, patriarchy is a part of how business is done. It's why it's so stringent and dry and hustle. It's like, I'm not a man, so I'm not gonna do business like a man. And sure, there are benefits to doing business like a man, but again, I'm not a white man. Does that mean that my approach to doing business don't work? No, because that's fucking stupid. So it's vital to me just to make that stance. And more than anything, I chose entrepreneurship and I refuse to get another job because I'm not tap dancing and pretending to be somebody I'm fucking not. Just get a check, just get my needs met. I'm not code switching unless I so feel like it, and you need to be manipulated in that way. Fine, I'll speak your little flavorless language devoid of emotion so that you can cut this motherfucking check and I can get done what need to get done in that bitch. But other than that, it's just it's a motherfucking shame. And you know, America's going to shambles as it needs to, because it's ridiculous that, once again, if you're not a white male, you should not be obligated to pretend you're a white male to get your needs met in the world. That's so fucking weird. You built an entire system to just for your own advantage, and then you require anybody else who participates to act like you, while you deliberately hate on them when they're not acting like you. Stupid. So that's like the whole thing with my tagline of I'm a nomadic creative. I've changed it. It's been tweaked multiple times, but I'm a nomadic creative expressing her freedom, brilliant wit, and lucrative creations. But the main part is the freedom. Starting a business to pretend to be something that you're not, is that really freedom? Providing services that you don't really give a fuck about just to get a check, and to not even disrupt the status quo in any major way. How is that freedom? How does that embody entrepreneurship? It's just like all the motherfuckers who be sucking Alex Hormozzi's dick and got their nose up in Chris Doe's taint, and who else are the other motherfuckers? This is it's the main two. That everybody it's mainly dudes that come out the woodwork regurgitating every single motherfucking thing that they heard from them. And sure, you enact those business practices, you're getting whatever results that you desire, that you're happy with. But then we look at the state of America and we look at the state of the world, and it's like, you done made all this money, but where the fuck are your funds going? What exactly are you changing? How are you, is that just authenticity to you? It's just let me get as much bread as possible and only spend my money on my shit and not really push anything forward. The only agenda I'm pushing forward is white maleness and getting as much money as possible while not investing in any major cultural change or global changes. So it circles back to the mission of me focusing on my audience being creative Black women who travel. Because we are the original people of this earth. We made people. We made men. We make culture. We shape everything. We nurture that. We take care of the earth. It's just like, and then we the most vilified motherfuckers on the planet. Does that seem suspicious? Does that not seem suspicious to you? That the people who are most invested in caring for the whole are like the most vilified, and y'all got the most negative shit to say, even though you don't contribute anything to the wholeness of humanity unless it satisfies your ego. That may be beyond you. You may resonate with that. I don't know. Kind of don't fucking care. But I'm going to step outside. Now I'm wrapping this up. Catch these winds. Because it's something very satisfying about waking up in the morning to silence, being in a natural environment, mostly hearing the ocean, seeing the ocean, no less. But that's today's vlog. So keep picking up what I'm putting down. Go to laneverse.com. Support in whatever way most resonates with you. Money resonates most with me. It don't cost you nothing. It barely costs you a couple seconds to share, like, comment. If you got something negative to say, go kill yourself. Deuces.